Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ben Jammin.
Danny Anthem, aka The Juice.
Welcome back to Something About the Culture.
Trap House Studios version 2.0.
Yeah. As you can see, we got the luxurious barnyard setting today.
Right.
This is the suburb special.
The beautiful Amish wicker set.
This is everybody gonna get married here in 2021.
This is a nice small reception spot.
It is. Now, welcome.
Really barn it out like on some real homestead type shit.
He could. We actually recorded in our homeboy Nick house.
Shout out.
We over here chilling and we had to record, so we figured we make our
been
time
a minute.
Useful.
Apologize.
And take over his stuff and make him sit here and listen to us. It's kind of jacked up because I'm not that entertaining. But,
Gotta believe in yourself, man.
Huh?
Gotta believe in yourself.
Oh, I do believe in myself.
All right, let's get into it, though.
It's just I got to edit in all my sexiness. I'm going to look like Kev on stage out here. Speaking of editing, shout out. You see all the extra mics and stuff. Our boy DJ Freddie Freedom is back back on in the show, but he behind the camera this time following his dreams. Hit him up. He want to do
Production.
this. He'll get you. He'll get you together.
Right.
He called us and was like, yo, I couldn't hear nothing when I listened to the last episode.
Apologies.
My fault. We not really a podcast anymore. We transformed to a YouTube show because I can't figure out how to get the audio uploaded as a podcast. Shout out to my technical difficulties.
It's just easier
so
this way right now.
So we a YouTube show now.
It's easier this way right now. Let's just say that.
Shout out to Fred hooking us up with the equipment to help us sound better.
Absolutely.
How's your week, man?
Man, it's been good, man. Honestly, let's see. Training. Excuse me. And that's been it, man. Yeah, that was trying to start talking before I was finished.
Hold on. All right, man.
Sound like an old 70-year-old man. All right, so my week, I had prunes on Monday. But nah, my Spanish, I was telling you, my Spanish is really by nature of force having to get good.
Yeah.
Most of the people who've come into my job have been predominantly Spanish speakers. And so, like, I know enough that if I was somewhere I could get by to know how to get back home. That's how I started about a month ago.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, like I'm starting to hold small conversations now and stuff like that. Like, and I realized, I told them this, Spanish speaking people are the nicest people. As far as when you're trying to learn their language.
I would agree with that.
Like, for real. Like English speaking people, well, at least American English speaking people suck.
Yeah.
They suck.
If you don't speak English, you sub.
Yeah.
I mean, a big part of it is a stereotype, but the stereotype exists for a reason. I mean, even thinking about kids when we were in high school.
True.
Like, yeah.
True.
Like, they used to catch hell with heavy accents when I was in school then, but
But that's been it, man. Just trying to realizing I got to do that because eventually someday I want to move south, and it'll be helpful.
Yeah, it's one of the what? Is it the largest speaking language in the world right now?
No, I don't know.
Spanish, I think it is.
I'm not even gonna pretend to
have
have the statistics on that one.
Because Spanish is a huge. It's one of the world's biggest language. It's spoken in most of the worlds.
Okay, I say
most of the worlds like it's more than one world, but most of the countries,
most of the countries, somewhere in each country, somebody is speaking some Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take you on that. But that's been it, man. That just chilling, being with my family, enjoying that, and working. That's it. What about you? How's your week been?
You know me, man, chilling. You was making fun of me having no job just a few minutes ago.
Absolutely
don't ask me what I'm doing now. You know I wasn't
Talking
doing.
about having cereal in the morning.
You know when I wasn't doing nothing. Honestly, man, I just my air was out. I got my air's out. I got a water leak, so I've been dealing with getting my house situated. That my air finally back on. It was a little hard going there for a little while. I had to go to a hotel for a couple of days.
That hot in the house.
Bruh, it was like 90 degrees out here, remember? Like, it was a hot week, man. It was like 90 plus multiple days, man. And in the house, it was unbearable. So we had to get up out of there. So the kids enjoyed that. They got to go swimming in the pool and stuff like that. In the hotel, they kept it pretty clean, so I thought that was pretty nice.
You said you were the only ones in the pool.
Yeah, a lot of them. The pool was empty most of the time.
That's pretty dope.
Like, yeah, like, I mean, there were a lot of guests. You'll see people in there swimming randomly, but it'll be like one family at a time in there for the most part.
So everybody just kind of took a turn or something like that?
Yeah, basically, and it was like just a thing because I guess a lot of people just weren't going or because the hotel was kind of packed.
Everybody like, word.
Yeah, I don't know if it was everybody's word, but because there was people swimming. I just you'll see it empty. You'll see a couple people in there. You see a family in there. You'll see it empty. Like you had definitely had to see a time where you can go swimming if you was wanting to get in the pool by yourself.
Gotcha.
So that was cool, I guess, for them. And I got to cool off for a little bit.
You said you don't really do the pool too much.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the pool. I can swim, I just don't mess around.
By necessity only.
Yeah, like it's like I can sit in the pool. I just sit there. I don't really like to swim, and it's just I ain't really got to do it. Okay. But other than that, man, just sitting at the crib sweating like I had my nephews and nieces over one of the days. I had to send them home early. They were supposed to be staying like 4th of July weekend, and I had to send them home because it's 4th of July. I had to send them home, and because it was just too hot in my house, and I got to get the hell on. It's just miserable in here.
Gotcha.
I did go. I went to a fireworks show. I didn't want to go.
Where'd you go? What fireworks show did you go?
It was one up by me in Noblesville. Noblesville put on the show.
Okay.
And it was so boring. Like the fireworks show, I like fireworks. It was cool, but I just did. It was they wasn't even playing music. The music cut off, so it was just like an awkward silence with fireworks in the background. Everybody was so separated.
Well, yeah, you got a social distance.
Yeah,
you just didn't enjoy the experience as much.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy the experience really at all. I didn't really. Only reason I wanted to go because it's my father-in-law's birthday.
Okay.
And that's what I was like, hey, what you want to do? He was like, oh, we went over there for dinner.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what you want to do? He's like, I want to go watch fireworks. So when it was time to leave, I got in the car. Come to find out, he wasn't in the car. Like he wasn't in the. You know what I mean? We driving separately. He wasn't in the other car going. I'm like, man, the only reason I wanted to come is because today is his birthday, and that's what he wanted to do.
So he didn't go?
He didn't go. So I was off by that. And Jessica was mad that was the only reason I wanted to go because the kids wanted to go. Still got kids, and
I understand though.
I was like, yeah. But the fireworks show actually wasn't bad. They had some pretty cool fireworks. And that's always cool, I guess. But that was about it, man. I ain't do nothing else. I'll be chilling.
That's what's up. Getting into the show.
Yeah, what's up?
So Mississippi. Let's see.
Always Mississippi.
Is finally changing its flag. I guess under House Bill 1796. Hold on, let me get it right. 1796. Current flag has to be removed, and the process to design a new one will begin. So they got 15 days to go ahead and get a new flag designed and presented. And if it doesn't pass, it goes back again. I guess the one thing they said is it can't have the Confederate flag, and it must have "In God We Trust" on it. So, what do you think about that, man?
I mean...
And the fact that the state's current flag wasn't used until 1894.
I'm not big on... You don't have an argument with me saying we're erasing history with anything that have to do with the Confederacy. So that flag should have never been any part of any state flag.
Right.
Of the United States. I don't care... like how is that a part of your state flag?
Well, crazy thing is right after, or not right after, but after the Confederate the Confederate loss and everything, slowly people started realizing that they would be, I guess, demonized in history. So they started promoting this and like it was like something like Sisters of the Confederacy or something like that. Daughters of the Confederacy. And so they started pressing that into history books. Like pushing it and pressing it as history, you know what I mean? And so I think part of it was brainwashing, and part of it is just people just want to see what they want to see.
Definitely. You definitely don't want to be, I've said it before, you definitely don't want to be the villain of slavery. Like, that's plain and simple. That's like, that is literally the whole, like the one thing that I think that's the main thing we battling right now, everybody fighting, is everybody's point trying to take somebody to make, like, because you have to admit it, you know what I mean, to make a change, and nobody wants to admit that. Like, cause what's the argument? Nobody in my family ain't no slave. Nobody in my family own slaves. Like, nobody know. Like, you ain't did no testing what they did. They might not own them. They might have been trading them on the low. Like you never know.
Ain't no paperwork on that.
Ain't no paperwork on that. Like, it's wild.
Yeah.
But that's a big burden to take the blame for. So a part of me can't blame them. Cause
I'm not asking people to take the blame for that.
But that's what happens subconsciously. It ain't about asking people to take the blame, because that's what it is. Think about what people are saying. Most of the arguments people have is other people won't admit they're wrong. Think about it. That's all it is.
Okay. Anyway, we getting away. Let's keep it here. But
anyway, the flag, it shouldn't have been a part of any United States of America, like anything.
Not any state flag. Like,
not official United States anything.
Like that's
no
and the
part
fact
of
that it stood for this long and it's been okay. That's my problem.
People been arguing about it for a long time. It ain't been okay, but it's been allowed and kept. It's been ignored. That's the weirdest thing. Like, because we've talked about it before. We have to grow, and we have to.
Hold on just a second.
Oh, we got phone calls.
Hey, baby. You on the show? Yeah, you on the show. Well, I don't know if they can hear you. Hold on.
They can't.
They probably can't hear you, but anyway. They can't hear you. What's up? I got to get back. Do you need me? Okay, well, call me if you need me. I love you. And that's how you keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Anyway, I apologize. But
I was talking? Or was you talking?
You were talking about the flag and how it was incorporated, how anything.
You was telling me.
No.
Was you done? I don't remember.
Okay. Anyway, let's just move on.
Shouldn't have been there.
Here's what I really wanted to talk about anyway. Because you brought this up. I had forgotten about this because it sounded so ridiculous. I thought it was a joke. Kanye is actually making a bid for president.
Hold on, wait. Back to Mississippi before we go to Kanye.
What's up?
Mississippi, the lady, the electoral commissioner.
Oh.
She sent out a message saying that, talking about how the blacks are voting. Mississippi.
I'm concerned about voter registration in Mississippi. The blacks are having lots of events for voter registration. People in Mississippi have to get involved too. People. The blacks and people.
The blacks is voting. They registered.
She defended it. She wasn't trying to be racist, but rather encourage voter turnout.
For all people. She was saying that everybody should be like other people should be like the blacks. That was just kind of like, man, that's just, I don't know what to call that. That's old people. That's old people racism. That's just funny.
That's racism. Not even realizing it's racist.
Like, yeah, that's what I call old people racism. That's just funny.
Oh, that's
the only danger is like when it comes, like when they have like
the
political power, like they got an office, like she's like, you know what I mean. That's when it becomes an issue. Like if that was just a random person saying that, that'd be absolutely hilarious. The blacks is voting, people. Y'all better get out here. So that's great.
All right, that's it. Back to Kanye, keeping it with politicians and such.
Kanye 2020. That was my fantasy football name a year or two ago.
Kanye 2020.
Kanye 2020. That was my fantasy football team.
Did you lose?
Oh, horribly. Okay. I quit playing fantasy football because I figured my homie was just trying to get $50 from me every year. That's like I ain't no good at this.
All right. So would you vote for Kanye?
Honestly, with how Kanye is now, no. He would have to say some pretty remarkable things to sway my vote from good old Joe.
Do you believe?
Jorgensen, not Biden.
Do you believe what they're saying when he said he just went in and he knew he had to put that hat on to get people released from jail?
That's a toss-up. He did it, and that he accomplished something, and you can always walk away. Like that's the Schrodinger's cat, if you will. That's always in the bag. You never know. You don't know that man's heart.
I don't know. It's interesting to think about, though.
It is
because that's a brilliant master plan.
It is.
If that's really what he did, like that's.
It's possible. It could have happened.
Yeah.
I would like to hope it was because of my personal opinion of riding with Trump.
So you hope it was just out of sheer.
And I'm a fan of Kanye. I am a fan. I like we've had talks about it. I worry about his religious ventures.
Right. Right.
But that's between him and God. I ain't got nothing on that. But I'm a fan, and everybody like to have people that think like them. At the end of the day, you would like to, you just said, I'm still a fan regardless of when he put on the hat. It ain't stopped me from listening to the College Dropout. Them shit.
The first three, yeah. Steady rotation still.
But I'm just that's just how I am, and so it don't matter. If him running for president worries me because this was a time when I think our third party, the Libertarian Party, should have had a solid chance
to at least get a decent shot at.
Yeah, and that's just another thing of there's swing radical votes where lack of a better word, niggas gonna show up and hit a button.
True.
You know what I mean? And this is all race and colors. Don't think when I said that I meant black people. I was using that in the term of just ignorance. They just gonna come in and hit a button and just, you know what I mean? They gonna vote away from who they think. That's both parties. You know what I'm saying? And
there is no good choice.
There is no good choice between
the
main two parties. I think Jorgensen is a good choice. I like a lot of her policies. Some of them I don't agree with, but I can't call.
She may be a better choice, but she's still not a good choice.
Hey, you talking about trying to finding somebody.
Yeah, no, I know that person doesn't exist.
They do exist. They just not gonna do it.
Not in politics anyway. That person doesn't exist in politics.
Yeah, not in politics. I'm talking about the person who exists in the world. They just not gonna become the president of the United States.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? As the people running, that's just another button to push away. And I hate to say a vote away is a vote for this other person, but a vote away from.
Okay.
Joe, I was trying to get the word. I was trying to figure out which word I wanted to use, which actually I wanted to say. My fault. That's a vote away from Joe, but Kanye, I think, more than the other two. Jorgensen. I keep on saying Joe like Biden ain't there, but I call him Biden.
I don't think it's gonna make that big a difference. I understand what you say as far as just getting a decent run at maybe next year being something and different things like that, because that's all you could really hope for right now, which is dope. But I don't think Kanye is a threat. I don't think Kanye. No, unfortunately not. I mean, anything's better than what we got right now. Everybody's so, like I always say, everybody's so polarized one side or the other. Like it's hard to have a decent conversation with anybody about anything containing any politician. And so I just listen now. I don't even bring it up half the time until somebody else does. Except with the few people I know who we're like-minded individuals, and then even then we have things we don't agree on, but we discuss them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing for me. But as far as Kanye, I don't think it's going to detract from anything large enough to matter. Like I don't think people are going to show up to really vote for Kanye.
My problem is how much money he makes with his religious ventures.
Oh yeah, it's church.
That's a lot of people.
You think that's gonna happen?
That's a lot of people.
People, okay, just because of that, people are not gonna go vote for him. I don't think that's gonna swing that vote.
And with the right move, Kanye is the closest person to getting not the white evangelical Christian vote, but the Black Baptist Christian vote. Like it's like, bruh, it's like he got a lot of, like he can make a lot of moves to pull some religious votes. Like he's in a sweet position to pull some religious moves.
We'll see.
If he's really running for president, he would. Like any good campaign manager would say,
have him in.
That's your best. Yeah, that's your venue right now. We gonna try to get
the largest 3 churches in every city.
We're gonna try to get every last Christian we can to vote for you.
I can see that, but I just don't know. I don't know if he's even that serious about it.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's like, I don't know. I talked to you about. I'm about to say something else.
Anyway,
let's go move on to something else, man.
Trump is mad at Fox. Like he has severed connection.
Don't watch Fox anymore. What'd he tweet?
I don't know.
His tweet was Fox News. They bad news now.
Yeah, just
falling in with CNN
after they showed him polling behind Biden. And so I thought that was like, that is crazy. Like, I find it ironic how many times we can watch this man have temper tantrums on TV.
This is a big one, man. This isn't a random organization that the media, that Fox News is like, because Fox News has covered all this and perpetuated every last other one. Now this is on Fox News. The only thing he perpetuating is OAN. And and the thing that's swinging it forward is Twitter. That shows how big Twitter is. I can't wait to see how Fox News takes this. Like, I'm really watching for...
I'm sure he'll tweet soon and be commending them for something.
What I'm really watching for is if CNN switches.
Yeah, right.
That's the only viable next move to really prove it's over. How much control does you really have? Once CNN switches to like showing Trump doing well, and that you see the full switch where Fox starts bashing him and CNN is praising him, you know what time it is.
That's not gonna happen.
All right, we'll see. I hope it don't.
That's not gonna happen.
I hope it don't. Tinfoil hat, nigga.
You just wishing for the world to implode.
Nah, I'm just you gonna brag. Think about how much we've seen already and how much is explained and justified.
Nah, there's a limit.
Good people on both sides. How's there a limit? We've already watched people
not to the Trump stuff.
The man has literally said the things you're seeing and the things you're reading are not what's really happening. Don't believe your eyes. What you reading out here, people? Them shits ain't real. We out here in the streets. Believe me.
Okay.
Think about it, man. Think of how many things have been justified.
Oh, absolutely.
It can happen.
Just talking about you. I'm simply applying that theory to your theory of CNN switching all the way.
Bro, next year CNN praising Trump.
Okay. I'm not agreeing with that at all. All right.
Did we get that on camera? My man walked out the door and let the two go. That bad boy.
French horn in this mug. Anyway, we'll be right back. We're gonna take a small pause.
We gotta cut it into segments,
and then we'll return with a little bit more show for you.
Yeah. Welcome back to Something About the Culture.
Absolutely.
I really don't know what we're gonna put in between on the little breaks, but we'll figure out something.
We'll probably put the Village Idiot. We should put a video of the Village Idiot.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, there we go.
We can do that. What we got coming up though?
Here we go. So It's actually happened just about 45 minutes south here in Bloomington. I have video recorded of a group of people just beating a man, talking about lynching him. And so I watched it and I realized, man, that can't be. That's crazy. Like, people are knowing they are being videotaped.
Yeah, like you sent me the Facebook thing that got shared all around the world.
Yeah.
On what he said, and what tripped me out the most was talking about the people who helped him, that he was praising that they helped, was standing there recording while this man was saying, lead the boy and just give me somebody go get the noose. We gonna lynch him. Like, and they just sitting there saying, oh, we not gonna leave him to die. Like, they just standing there watching somebody being held down with somebody saying, leave him.
It looked like the video was of a woman. Looked like it was a woman videotaping that.
Yeah, but I don't know what it was, but I'm talking about what he said happened.
Yeah,
when I was reading about what he said, how the altercation was popping off.
So there was just a whole group outside of that just watching.
Like, that wasn't no part of it being recorded. What he said wasn't recorded. It was just that what happened beforehand, and then that was towards the end. So the man. They had permission to be on a certain part of the beach.
Right.
And they were walking across private owned land that they
had permission to use it, though. The owner had granted whoever was.
And so somebody else, the people who were acting up, I guess, supposedly they blocked off the boat. Yeah, they blocked off the beachway path.
Right.
With the boat, saying that they were there, and so they had to use that way, and then they were harassing everybody walking that way in general. And I guess the guy and the friend, like in the video, you saw him say, how you like your little 5 white friends, as the guy was saying to him. And I guess it was him and his white friend first that were walking, and they went through and they got harassed, and they went back to let other people know or something. They had to go back, and when they went back, that's when they got followed. And
when they went back from the beachway.
Yeah, they went back on the private.
Right.
Back to the private thing to help. I guess some other people were coming. They went back to help.
Told them, yeah.
I guess when the other people came, the people harassed them, and they went back to go clear up the situation, like, I think, if I remember correctly. And that's when it popped off. They got followed as they were walking back to where they were supposed to be. So how many
people actually watching this dude just get beat up?
At first, if I'm remembering right from what they explained, at first it was just him and his friend, and people started hearing it and started showing up, and they had a nice little crowd, like people who were with the people that were attacking them, and other people who were at the demonstration that they were with were around, just looking at this guy, and just, I guess, some strangers. It was just there. So it was people there, and that's what I'm saying. It was wild. What he was saying, the guy was saying about getting a noose, like, how do people just were sitting there watching with like video, you know what I mean? Like, just sitting there in awe of
this man just getting beat,
saying, "Oh, we're not going to leave him to die," and you're actively not doing anything to help him out of the situation. Until somebody, I guess, some older guy came up, got fed up with it, and started helping fight him off. And that's how they finally got up and separated. Other people started coming in. I mean, I understand shock, but like, it's just wild, man. Imagine being under like that dude, man. Like, that's scary, because we've said it before. I remember when LeBron James had the N-word sprayed across his house. Remember, at the end of the day, it's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. He can money spray paint. At the end of the day, we talked about it. He can be walking in the woods somewhere, and that's just another nigga. And that's the situation that happened. It's 2020, but he was just another nigga in the middle of the woods somewhere, caught up. Come on, bro. That's a fear.
See, I just got a problem with the people standing around. That's my biggest
I got a
thing.
problem with the people standing around, man.
How do you justify
I really do.
that? Like, how do you...
Like, I got a problem with the people standing around in a lot of,
See, that's the one thing I didn't know.
But
there was that bigger crowd there.
Yeah, that's what tripped me out. I'm reading this thing like, man, how is there that many people and all of this happened?
So like, yeah.
Like it, like there's.
Are they that? They didn't look that intimidating.
Nah, not at all. Like it ain't even about intimidating when you got that many numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all are that deep.
And so
I just want to take that first step.
And so that like, I mean, that's just a scary situation that's happened, man. And we talked about it before, how we felt the racial tensions were dying down around. And then stuff like that happening, like they ain't died down enough.
Not sure.
And so it's I'm scared, man. Honestly, not of that like that, but I'm scared. So many situations like that are going to happen, and all you're going to get are keep on little more and more minute details of differences of opinion, and we're never going to agree to anything. And the resolution with never agreeing that we have to come to me is absolutely terrifying, in my opinion, because the only thing you can do is just choose right or wrong and be absolute every time with no gray area. You know what I mean?
You asking for something that doesn't exist as usual.
I know. I'm not actually I'm just saying that, like, why I'm like what I'm afraid of happening. That's all I see happening is because we're never going to agree. Because even with this situation, we got people on the attacker's side. Like, oh, what happened? What something had to be said before this for them to get that point.
Right.
What can possibly be said to be justified saying get a fucking noose?
If that's your argument,
what could be said? Like it's swelling me out.
Like, why? That doesn't surprise me.
Like, you know what he said, that we gonna hang this nigga. You shouldn't have said that.
That doesn't surprise me, man. Like, I guess I don't know. Just watching it and looking at it from a perspective of where I'm down in a lot of these towns for softball. And so looking at it from that perspective,
yeah, come
thinking
on, man,
I'm with my kids.
Think about just being alone with your kids, wanting to go to the beach or something.
Yeah,
you want to go go to the water that's close by. Oh, we can go here. Wrong. We might step off in the wrong part of the woods.
That's my biggest problem with the situation, and I think that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. Like, you see this and you think that it could be me. I'm there. I'm in Southport. All those little places, that's where softball happens.
Yeah,
for our state, you know what I mean? A lot of that's out of that just hour 45 minutes south of Indianapolis. That's where a lot of it happens. And so being down there a lot of times and just watching that, it's like that's what tripped me out. And most of the time people are cool, you know what I mean? I've got some stares and some looks, and that's to be expected anywhere you go. You know what I mean? So I'm not blaming that on being down there, because most of the time if I hate people, it's for softball reasons. It's not because you said something racist or something, you know what I mean? It's because you're rude or you said something like that.
Or your child sucks.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
No, not like that. No, I'm talking about like just fans. Like some fans are just plain rude, man. So if I hate you, it's for that. It has nothing to do with anything else other than your demeanor while we on the diamond.
Yeah, but, man. So I mean, that's
dealing with that and thinking like somebody might be that bold, you know, and knowing I'm not just gonna cover up,
right?
Like that's not how I'm built. Like,
I'm about to say, like, yeah, think about it, man. I'm not easily intimidated, but at the end of the day, I don't think I'm gonna take just any old three guys.
No, not at all.
Say like you know what? I'm gonna whoop all three of y'all asses at any old time.
I'm not just gonna fold up and cover up.
Yeah, definitely not. But I mean,
just gonna have to be some tactical steps and movements. Yeah, definitely.
I'm definitely gonna try.
Win. Right. I'm gonna give it my best shot.
I definitely don't like to have delusions of grandeur.
No, I'm not thinking I'm gonna win that battle like that.
Especially, I know one good slap right here. It's flabby in that area.
I'm hoping I fight enough somebody else. Somebody else says stop it.
I'm talking about it's gonna be a 1-2 combo like it's Mortal Kombat. Get the noose.
I'm hoping I'm fighting enough that somebody else says stop it, and the mob mentality swings my way.
Come on.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's what you got to hope for in that situation.
Now, that's just wild, man. It is a little scary, but man, it's crazy. So we watching. I think we still waiting on somebody to be prosecuted.
Nobody's been
in this attack
arrested. Even
I think somebody got ran over at a protest by a car in Bloomington, protesting outside the district, the state house. It's just wild, man. And then we get news about the couple that was out there painting over the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
they got like 3 misdemeanor charges right away, like in a hate crime. they got a hate crime, and somebody screams get a noose, and we protesting for them to even get
that's what I'm saying.
Questioned about the thing. He texting with the news.
It's symbolism.
He texting with the news like, oh, I'm gonna get my side of the story out here. I'm gonna talk to my lawyer first. He out here in these streets chilling.
All right. That's
yeah. All right, we can move on from there. We'll update
that
once we get some news on who getting locked up, if they get locked up, whatnot.
Hopefully somebody gets locked up, because except for of course the couple, nobody's even been. There's been no charges, anything.
Nothing.
And so that's another.
All right, and I'm gonna add this.
That was my biggest problem until you told me about the crowd.
Yeah.
That was my biggest problem until you told me about that. I didn't know that
the crowd.
Many people.
The lack of prosecution bothers me, but the crowd there to let it get that far bothers me the most.
Right, that's it.
It should have been on why the hell we got these white dudes out here stumped out. That should have been that scenario. What happened to these guys? Oh, they was racist. That should have been.
They said some things.
They said get a noose, and my boot was closer.
But I'm gonna let you tell this story, man.
No. Before I tell that one, because that's kind of funny, and I want to keep it. Naya Rivera from Glee, plays Santana in Glee. She was found I guess she was missing, declared dead in a boating accident a couple days ago. I was a fan of Glee, man. Oh man, it's a monster in the house.
Big mom.
We out here in this barn. Shits is flying in. You hear me screaming, you know what time it is. I don't do buzz. But no, she was found missing. They found her son asleep on the boat, and haven't found her. Nothing about her yet. So that's looking. Prayers out for her.
That's crazy, yeah.
I guess you never know until you find. That's another Schrodinger's cat. But I hope she's safe. And prayers out for her family and loved ones. I was a fan of hers, man. I'm a fan. Glee was my shit. So I was deployed. That's all. There's a nice little moment. That's all I did.
I never really watched it.
We was bro. Me and my homie Chris freaking Davies, man. He got me all into Glee. We was into it.
Okay, I'll give you that. So,
but that's that. But I tell you, lighten it up a little bit. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett finally admitted to the speculations that August Alsina, I guess ain't speculation, she admitted that her and August Alsina had a relationship. Which is, he dropped an album, so he got his name out there. I'm gonna get that out the way.
Yeah.
I think that's why he did that.
Absolutely.
Whatever. But still,
it's nasty, but it's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean,
it's disgusting.
Think about it though, man. How old is August Alsina?
I don't know.
He our age younger, right?
Oh, absolutely.
He around our age, so he's in that range where Jada Pinkett Smith is looked at on the TV screen. You don't watch Woo, and you done said, "Oh my damn, if I had a chance," right?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Now this man done worked his career up to the point where he had a mental state where he needs some help, and the Smiths take him into the house. And at some point in time, they was looking up treatment therapy sessions for this man, and I watched the Red Table Talk. She admitting to this.
Okay.
And she said,
"Hold on, just a second."
Are we back in action? Hey. She calling every segment. This is a running gag now.
Okay. You on the show again, baby? They can't hear you, love. Okay, well, we'll work on that.
Okay. I'm just gonna drive on the streets. Love you. Bye. All right. I guess that's gonna. My wife's just gonna call every episode.
I say, yeah, that's a running gag now.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to schedule it.
And so I guess they were saying he was around. They were trying to get him some help with his health and looking up different treatments and whatnot to get him situated. And apparently, at some point in time, getting some was an option on getting my man head together. So
that was something she said.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I guess they were separated, and I be honest, on the Red Table Talk, it seemed like Will was more like, oh, we separated, we done, but we still married, and she was like, it is what it is. And so I don't know. And they said it was so long ago that they surprised it was just a long time ago they over with. So it ain't that big of a deal at all. That's their business.
Right.
It's her business. It's just funny. But he just threw it out. But why he throw it out there like that though? I mean,
like you said, he's dropping the album, man.
I mean, he got it though. I need to get you get famous and come in like a sick puppet. I need to.
He gonna have this one album, then his career is gonna just boom.
I mean, honestly, I forgot about him completely
a while ago.
He came back with a splash though, didn't he? I'm living your life, niggas.
Jada would agree with you.
Hey man,
couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I'm
cold
sorry.
As ice.
I'm sorry.
Nah, man, that's right though, man. Hey man, shout out to Will though, man. He out here living like Joseph. He out here. Joseph. I always said Joseph one of the dopest dudes to ever live on earth because he had to answer the question. Hey man, so he just that ain't your baby. So you mean to tell me that came from God and you believe in this? That's what we're doing. So you mean to tell me this man got on national, told the world that he out here with your woman and said that you gave him permission and you letting it be? And, come on,
did
man.
She say that? Did she agree that Will gave? Like,
no, that's what they said. They said it wasn't true. He said they was thinking he was trying to say that it was like he wasn't being a home record type of thing, and that's what I was saying. They were saying they were split up completely, like it was over between them at the time. But that's what I meant. Will up there with me, man. He was sticking by his woman, man. Shout out to Will, man. He started, I guess they sticking. That was it's old news. He stuck by him, man. Yeah. I mean, and this fool.
You think he ain't? How long when they broke up?
Huh?
How long when they broke up? How long?
He said it was 4.5 years ago. I'm assuming it was. That's what I'm saying. I think they separated. I don't think he was like that. I don't think it was a long time. I think he was there. They separated. And she jumped on it. If I have a timeline in my head from the conversation they had. But I don't know. I wasn't in the house. I ain't getting no action. My mental condition wasn't known to get the treatments that he got at the time.
Anyway.
I don't think I can't afford them bills. I can't afford that hospital visit.
So we're gonna keep it with treatments. Alternative treatments. So Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett's son was arrested for drugs.
When I say my man has been stone cold on legalization, like no to any form of cannabis legalization around here, that to the point where everybody ready to kick him about of his spot, to find his son got locked up. I'm talking about within weeks of him saying stuff about his son got arrested for having marijuana. It's hilarious.
So it looks like, oh man,
like absolutely hilarious.
Looks like he had like an ounce.
Yeah, he had some action on him.
Yeah,
he was out there in them streets.
Ounce a week.
He might be selling. You know how rich people be selling.
Just for no reason.
For no reason. That's how the rich stay rich. They hustle. I can't tell you how many. I ain't gonna say no names, but I know a stupid amount of people who are regularly rich who just sell drugs. Just to sell drugs. Say,
for the excitement.
You know what? I make $250,000 a year. I'm gonna take $50K and buy some weed.
True.
Put it on these streets.
True.
It happens.
Anyway,
but that's hilarious, man. Little homie got locked up. That's pretty funny. So
you think he gets off easy?
Oh, definitely. You ain't gonna hear no more about it.
Nothing else.
You might hear about him getting probation, house arrest or something like that.
What's usually the first arrest for an ounce of weed?
Nothing now.
Not in our county.
I say yeah, and that's a Marion County decriminalized an ounce up to an ounce. Yeah. He was in Rush County.
Yeah.
So technically he looking at Fed time. Where Indiana 2 grams. I think Indiana's like over 2 grams. You're looking at
over 2 grams.
You're looking at a felony.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Indiana's strict, man.
We'll see. See how long it lasts.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got at least.
That's what I'm saying. What he gonna do? He gonna have to write in something, or his son better go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
He better do some time. He say, we ain't gonna put him in because of the corona scare.
They gonna find a reason.
They gonna find a
reason. He gonna get a little bit of home detention.
Speaking of the corona scare, I hope old girl from Joe Epstein don't get the corona soon. In my pool, I got her dying between August 3rd and the 6th.
August 3rd and the 6th.
Yeah, I called her the even month from when she got locked up. So you get a couple days window. So she gonna be August 3rd to the 6th before she get the Rona. And I got the Rona as the cause. I don't think she gonna be suicidal like Epstein. That ain't work out too well for him last time. But the Rona can do it.
Yeah.
She was in the cell all by herself with no human contact.
One of the guards got the Rona. One of the guards gonna have to take one for the team.
Yeah, one of the guards didn't confess to his symptoms and
just asymptomatic.
And exposed. Now they got to make it dramatic. They're gonna make it dramatic. He exposed half the workforce to the Rona. Come to find out, she was the only one that got it and passed away.
In 2 days.
What's her? I can't even think of her name right now.
Oh, you brought her up, bro. I've looked at it.
Yeah, man. It's I was just reading another article about her disappearing after her father died or something like that. Like she been on the run, like she coming down. But hey, I don't know. But it's gonna be. It's not really funny when people dying left and right. But like I don't like laughing at people's death. But if you're a pedophile, you trafficking kids. I'm gonna laugh at you being suicidal in prison. I just wish hope we can catch some other people, man. That's all I want, man. I wish other people would get caught because it's a shame. Right. And it needs to stop. But
that is pretty much the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, quick round. Another thing, Ice had to send the kids out the cages. I wanted to shout out to that. That's pretty dope.
Have they finished that yet?
There was the judge that said they have until I think the 21st of this month. I think, if I remember correct, to have either the children sent to family or released with their parents.
Okay.
So hopefully they start cracking down more on some of these detention centers because other conditions have just been
a lot of kids have been dying.
Like I'm talking about even the tactics what they do for COVID. They say they spray that stuff and it ain't even they spraying like industrial strength cleaner.
Okay.
Everywhere, but I ain't gonna win. We in segments and we about to run out of time on this one, and this was supposed to be a quick one, and I ain't gonna bleed my heart out right now. But
anyway, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. A positive note for the week. I think you got like 2 minutes. It's all right. It's short and sweet. Make sure you create. This is the time people are hungry for something different. They've watched all the Netflix and Hulu that they can. Do something different. Give them something different and be proud of what you do.
Before Umbrella Academy 2 come out.
Anyways. But that's it. This is SATC.
Yep. Catch us on Facebook at
Yeah, you got all the
Something About the Culture. Catch us on Instagram at SATC Pod. Probably have to change that because it's a YouTube story now. Catch us on Twitter somewhere. It's your boy Benjamin.
Danny Anthem, aka The Juice.
Peace.